Welcome back to Assassin's Creed Valhalla. Today I'm going to be showing you how to get tons of tungsten and nickel extremely easy. In fact, this will be the easiest way to get unlimited tungsten and nickel, pretty much as your heart could possibly desire. Now, I did post another method yesterday on the channel on how to get tungsten, and I did mention that there was some glitches that I had been messing around with the past couple days. Now, I'm not 100% sure if this is a glitch or just happens to be an extremely effective way of farming up tungsten and nickel. But regardless, I'm going to be showing it off for you all today, and I do hope you all enjoy it. So as you can see, we just got a tungsten from the kill we got when we first assassinated the guy, and we'll be able to get upwards of... You could probably get as many tungsten ingots as you need in an hour than you'll ever need in the entirety of the time you play this game. You'll be able to get an unlimited amount, literally as much as your heart desires, with both tungsten, titanium, and nickel to be able to upgrade all of your equipment. I've been doing this for just a few minutes, and I've already got 19 tungsten ingots. I started with 10, and it's extremely easy process. Now, I do want to mention that this is probably going to be patched in the future, so if this ends up not working in the future, I do have a completely legitimate way of getting tungsten and nickel that I've already posted on the channel. I'll leave that in the description, but I'm not 100% sure if this will ever get patched because I do think it's meant to be in the game, but I'm just not 100% sure, so I just wanted to put that warning out in there. Of course, I messed up the assassination. What an absolute disaster. As you can see, we already got another piece of tungsten very quickly. This guy, you know, these bannerets here are like the only NPC or enemy in the game that actually caused me a little bit of trouble. Now, we are in a higher level region, which is why I highly recommend having advanced assassination and some of the other abilities that I've recommended on the channel. Let's go ahead and just show off those abilities before we show off this location. You're going to want Advanced Assassination, and then the Thorn of Slumber level 2 works really great, or Feign Death, or you could just kill the target and run away. Completely up to you. But the location that you're going to want to go to is in Glowecestrescire. I know. I can't pronounce it. I never will, so it's just a meme at this point, I guess. So Ravensport, or Ravensthorpe, is up here. So you're going to go southwest of Ravensthorpe into Glowecestrescire, and right here, just before you get to the main city, is going to be this kind of this fork in the road, and the NPCs that you want to fight are going to be patrolling this area right here. As you can see, we just took them out, so what we need to do now is just run over really to anywhere. I'm just going to hide in this bush so we stay all nice and super sneaky mode, and we're just going to save the game. We're going to overwrite the save that I've been using. And then we're going to go out and we're going to load this save. The same one. Now that we're loading back into the game, we're going to be in that same bush. And you can see the horse ran by again. And then there is our peeps right up there. It looks like he's actually patrolling by himself this time. The banneret is over there, so it looks like the banneret is glitched out. That'll happen sometimes where the guy will just be patrolling by himself, which means you could literally just walk up, assassinate him, and just go over it again. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Kill this guy, and we're going to get another tungsten ingot. And obviously titanium, which you're going to need for upgrading as well. And we're just going to run back to our handy-dandy bush here. We're going to save and then do it again. You're literally only limited by how long it takes you to save and reload the game. And now that we're playing on like the PS5, Xbox, and on the PC, your load times should be extremely fast, so you can farm this up to your heart's content extremely quickly. Once again, we're loading in. Horse should probably be running by. Is he patrolling? Okay, so he's patrolling in the group again this time. But also, if you don't have any of the skills or abilities, you just want to farm the tungsten up in the beginning of the game, just get Advanced Assassination, and he usually patrols in the middle of the pack, so just run up, assassinate that dude. Auto loot definitely really helps with this as well. That's how I'm looting it right away, is because I have auto loot on. And then we're just going to run away if you so desire. Or you could kill him. It's completely up to you. But you can run away. I'm going to kill him just because, I don't know, I enjoy it, I guess. It makes me happy, especially these dudes, because they make me so angry. And that guy can go by. Oh, did somebody stun you? Oh, no. What a shame. I'm just going to run back to our bush. Just to show we're not doing any kind of like trickery here, now we are at 22 tungsten ingots. You do need to make sure that you save every single time. So you're going to overwrite the same save. Now I have noticed since I moved onto the PlayStation that I've been getting these data errors. If that does happen to you, then just completely close out of the game, even restart your PlayStation, then relaunch it, and your save will be fixed. So we can just reload this bad boy. We'll get another one. All right, I imagine the horse is going to be running again. It's like Groundhog's Day, but for tungsten. And so there's the guy again. He is also padding solo this time. And then I know you're probably like, oh, no, there's no way this works. He's just recording stuff and like making us to think that he's doing something you can't do, right? All right, there's the tungsten ingot. We're going to go into our inventory. Now we're going to have 23. We're going to run back to our bush, be a little creeper, and save the game and reload it. I think if you're extremely quick with this, you can literally get a tungsten about every minute to a minute and 30 seconds, depending on your load times, which is quite frankly just absurd. Oh, I didn't mess it up. I mean, I kind of messed it up, but not really. All right. Once again, we'll go into our inventory. Now you're probably wondering, like, what about the nickel, man? I'm going to get there. I just want you to see that this does actually work. So we're at 24 now. Were we at 24? Yeah, we're at 24 now. So we've actually got more tungsten than I need right now, but I'm going to do this a couple more times before I move on to the nickel spot. So there is something that I do want to mention for this particular area and probably for the nickel one as well. I've done this a few times where I've came here to farm this up to make sure that it was working every single time. And sometimes when you come here and you patrol this road and you kill the patrols that are on here, none of them will drop the tungsten. That happened just before this live stream, and I killed them. Nobody dropped tungsten. And then what I did was I ran all the way down the road, and then I called the longship in. I ran back, and that patrol was then spawned, which is very interesting. I don't know if it's tied to having your raid group in the area where it'll force these to spawn. That might very well be a thing, but I'm not 100% sure. But if you don't see this particular group with the tungsten, then that might be what you need to do to get it to spawn. Now, in the previous episode, I told you that you needed to collect all of the wealth in the region to get the NPCs to respawn with the tungsten ingots. And those NPCs will respawn in the campsites with the gold orb above their head. That is how it's meant to work. So that is 100% a part of the game. What we're doing now, you don't actually need all of the wealth collected in the area. I do want to make sure that that is clear. You don't need any of the wealth in the area, for that matter, for them to spawn, and you can do this really easily. Now, the nickel one tends to be a little bit more interesting to spawn. And I do think it either has something to do with having the longship in the area, or possibly just saving and reloading in this particular spot gets it to spawn. You're going to see this group of 5 here, and the one in the middle is going to hold the nickel. So definitely having advanced assassination on for this is definitely going to help you out. It's the same exact process as the tungsten one, so we're not going to spend too much time on this. But literally, depending on your power level, assassinate or just shoot in the back of the head. Run up, loot it, and dodge it. Oh my god, no, dude! Sweet baby Jesus, you're going to get tungsten from this as well. But yeah, straightforward process. And what's nice about this is you're also going to get runes from these guys. Now, once you take them all out, we're just going to go into another bush or basically somewhere where you can save and reload the game. Hopefully what's going to happen is that guy will separate from the pack and you'll just have one rather than the whole group after this. So we're going to save in this bush right here. I made a new save game for this particular one. So I'm just going to overwrite my save file 3. You don't have to do that. I just did that to separate the twos. I don't know why. We're just going to load it. All right, this time the guy did not separate. At some point in time, they will, just like the tungsten ingot one. But otherwise, this location is going to be in Essex. And you're going to need to go to the Sancta Maria's Abbey. Now, I'm 99% sure that you need to get this. There's going to be a raid here, and you're going to need to do that raid before you can actually do this. So you're going to do the raid. You're going to fast travel away a few times and then fast travel to Colchester. You're going to come back to Sancta Maria's. You're going to call the longship, and then you're going to look for this particular patrol along this road here that goes into the woods. Not this road above Sancta Maria's, but the road below. And then as long as you do all of that, you should get it to spawn. You might have to try a couple times to get it to work. But all in all, it should be a relatively straightforward process. Gonna assassinate this dude. Take his nickel and his tungsten. And then we're gonna bounce. So I do hope that this episode has helped you get all the tungsten, titanium, and nickel that you need to upgrade your gear. Thank you all so much for watching. If you're new to the channel, feel free to subscribe as I get yeeted by a Goliath. I greatly appreciate all the support that we've had on the Assassin's Creed Valhalla content, and there will be plenty more to come in the future.